Welcome to Rock Solid Memory. In this session we're going to learn the world's 10 highest mountains in order of height. The 10 highest mountains, starting with the highest, are as follows: Mount Everest, K2, Kanchenjunga, Lhotse, Makalu, Cho-Oyu, Dhaulagiri 1, which is the highest peak of Dhaulagiri, Manaslu, Nanga Parbat, and Annapurna 1, again the highest peak of Annapurna. We're going to simplify learning these by coming up with an unusual image for each mountain and then linking successive pairs of images to form a chain. Thinking of one image will remind us of the next, and so on, from the first image to the last. For the first mountain, Mount Everest, we're going to take the first three letters, E, V, E, and think of an image of Eve. The next highest mountain after Mount Everest is K2. Instead of K2, we're going to imagine a skidoo. K2, skidoo. Imagine Eve racing a skidoo up a slope, trying to reach an apple from a tree situated high in the mountains. After K2, the next highest mountain is Kanchenjunga. We're not trying to encode every part of the name into the image, so here we're going to use the image of a kangaroo to remind us of the first part of the name. You will need to repeat the name Kanchenjunga a few times to remember its name, but once it's there, the image of the kangaroo will be sufficient to remind you of the full name. Imagine a skidoo pulling a happy kangaroo which is using its large feet as skis. The next highest mountain after Kanchenjunga is Lhotse. Imagine a kangaroo jumping over the letter L, which is hot. L, hot, Lhotse. The next highest mountain after Lhotse is Makalu. Imagine a piece of macaroni representing Makalu. Imagine the flames from the L's that are hot being used to warm a piece of macaroni. The next highest mountain after Makalu is Cho-Oyu. Instead of Cho-Oyu, think of the image of a choo-choo train and imagine the piece of macaroni driving the choo-choo train. The next highest mountain after Cho-Oyu is Dhaulagiri 1. Imagine a doll instead of Dhaulagiri, and imagine the choo-choo train pulling the doll in a carriage. The next highest mountain after Dhaulagiri 1 is Manaslu. Instead of Manaslu, think of a man's shoe. Manaslu, man's shoe. Imagine the doll sliding down the slope inside a man's shoe. After Manaslu, the next highest mountain is Nanga Parbat. Rather than try to find an image to represent the whole of the name Nanga Parbat, we're going to concentrate on the first word, Nanga. We're going to think of the letter N at an angle. N angle, Nanga. Imagine a man's shoe kicking a letter N so that it's at an angle. The next highest mountain after Nanga Parbat, and the final mountain on our list, is Annapurna 1, the highest peak of Annapurna. Instead of Annapurna, we're going to think of a napping urn. A napping urn, Annapurna. Imagine the N at an angle knocking over a napping urn. We're now going to go through the list again, concentrating on the images and the links between the images. We'll also be going through a little quicker than previously. The first image is Eve. Eve is racing a skidoo. The skidoo is pulling a kangaroo. The kangaroo jumps over an L that's hot. The L that's hot is warming macaroni. The macaroni is driving a choo-choo. The choo-choo is pulling a doll. The doll is sliding in a man's shoe. The man's shoe is kicking an N at an angle. The N at an angle is knocking over a napping urn. We're now going to repeat the series of images without any commentary. When each image comes up, try to think of the image of the next mountain before it appears. Thank you for watching this rock-solid memory session on remembering the world's 10 highest mountains. Please leave a comment to let us know what you think, and please feel free to suggest any topics you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for watching.